Hi, I'm Kyla Pinnell, business expert with UltimateBizSystems.com. A question I frequently get asked in my line of work is how to write a business plan. So today I'm going to give you my best advice how to take all of the ideas out of your head and put it on paper. Step number one, take this dream that you have and write it into a one-sentence mission statement. Also describe your vision. Step number two, it's very, very important that you set goals. You really want to think about what is success for you. Do you want to think about short term? What is my business going to look like in 12 months? You want to think about a medium goal, which is in 1 to 3 years. And also long term, where do you want your idea or company to be in 3 to 5 years? Step number three, you want to write down and determine what is your unique offer. You're going to want to make sure it's definitely different because that makes less competition for you out there. Make sure your message is very simple. If people don't get what you're trying to sell, you're not going to sell very many of whatever you're trying to sell. Make sure it's very narrow and tight. Again, you don't want to service everybody. And the perception of your unique offer to your customers must be one of very high value. Like they're going to dig into their pocket and pull money out and pay you for this. Step number four is your marketing. Once you've defined your unique offer, how are you going to get the word out to people? How are you going to, make the product or service attractive to those that could potentially buy it? And the way you want to go about this is number one is price point. There's a certain price that people that are willing to pay for whatever you have to offer. If it's too high, then your business may suffer. If it's too low, then maybe it devalues it. So you really want to think about the price points, do some research on what other people are charging for something similar. The message, what do you want when people think about your product and service? What's the feeling you want them to get? And how are you going to get that word out? Once you finally define what your message is and what you're all about, think about all the multiple ways that you can get the message out to your community and to the world. Step number five is you want to research the demand. This is so important. By studying the competition, maybe you're not as unique as you thought you were. Also, saturation. If you have one cookie that 100 people are wanting, they're all vying for that one cookie, you can charge more for the cookie, right? Now, if you have 100 cookies in one person, guess what? It's saturated with cookies, so I don't think there's not going to be a high value for that cookie. So really make sure that your market share is going to be strong when you enter in and that it's not oversaturated. Step number six is the market. You can research whether the market that you're getting ready to enter into, is it booming? Is it declining? It may not be something that you want to even enter if you find that this is a dying industry and market. Step number seven, your customers. You want to really define who is going to be buying your product and service. For instance, Harley Davidson, they know that their customer is a 47-year-old accountant. You may be thinking, wow, that is really, really specific. The more focused you can get with who your customer is, guess what? All the other pieces fall into place. You know who to market to. You can really make this dream a reality when you can figure out who's going to be giving you the money for what you're offering. The most important thing when you're going through this to remember is make sure that it lines up with your passion. Something that you absolutely love, that you'd be excited to get out of bed every single morning to do. I'm Kyla Pinnell with UltimateBizSystems.com, and that is how you write a business plan.